My name is Lindsay Brown, and at the end of my speech, my audience will understand the importance of nonprofit organizations and outreach in our society as the alarming rate of poverty, hunger, homelessness, and other nationwide issues continue to grow. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, over 39.7 million Americans live under the poverty line, and in 2017 there were over 10,373 people living homeless in Georgia. I have worked in many of these nonprofits and seen this side of America, from different locations such as Valley Rescue, Feed the Valley, and Mercy Med, which are located in Columbus, and I have traveled to New York City 2 times to go serve the homeless and impoverished people in the lower side of Manhattan. As of 2017, over 1,603,013 people live below the poverty line in Georgia. And this is a result of economic changes, lack of job opportunities available, lack of education for children, overpopulation, and diseases or epidemics. 40 million people in the U.S. face hunger, 12 million of them being children, according to Feeding America. In Georgia, 1,561,360 people are currently struggling with hunger as a result of low income, poor infrastructure, food scarcity, water scarcity, and discrimination. 500,000 people in America have no place to call home and have to resort to different shelters or the streets to live. In 2017, there were over 10,373 people homeless in Georgia, 303 of which are located in Columbus. Shelters and organizations are available to these people, yet poverty can only be solved if new jobs are created and minimum wage is increased. And for families with children, in order for poverty to be solved and for them to rise above the line, they need good education and lower income taxes. There are many shelters available in Columbus, Georgia, one being Open Door Community, which provides many different youth and adult programs in order for these people to learn to get back on their feet and to employ themselves. There are many different federal programs such as the SNAP program, formerly known as food stamps, the National School Lunch Program, and the Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for women and children. There are many also food banks in Columbus, 12 different ones. 2 examples are St. Luke and Feed the Valley. And to combat the homelessness in America, there are many different coalitions and organizations, such as Coalitions for the Homeless, which is based in New York City and provides food, shelter, and many other resources for the homeless. And in Columbus, there are a few examples of shelters are the Valley Interfaith Promise, House of Mercy, and Salvation Army. And these tend to take different levels of family and men for a low price. And as a community, we are very strong in shelters but lack mental and physical health care, employment and education opportunities, child care, and transportation. So you may be wondering, how can I help solve these issues? Step 1 being understanding and helping different nonprofits by donating your time, money, and various resources to ensure that these nonprofits stay up and running. One type of nonprofit that you can help today is food banks. There's a nationwide one called Bread for the World, and they're very unique in the sense that not only do they provide food and resources for people that are hungry or impoverished or homeless, but they also have different surveys available so you can fill them out and submit them to lawmakers to get them to change laws on poverty and hunger in America. And locally, there is St. Luke Outreach, Feeding the Valley, Uptown Outreach Ministries, which take different canned goods and food items to give out to the community. Medically, locally, we have Mercy Med, which provides healthcare, dentistry, and mental counseling services to homeless, impoverished, and hungry in our community. And it's very important as Americans that we volunteer to these nonprofits by funding them, volunteering, so donating our time, donating resources, founding and starting nonprofits, and allowing people with degrees to work, such as doctors, so that these people can get professional help when they need it. And nonprofits are important because they help create job opportunities and help make our community better by getting people out of their issues. In total, there are over 1.6 million people in Georgia that face hunger, poverty, and homelessness. So it's very important that we donate to these nonprofits and we help people in any way that we can. So now you know and understand the importance and need for nonprofit organizations and outreach in society as the alarming rate of poverty, hunger, and homelessness. And it is very important to understand and act against these issues so that we can live in a better community. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening to my speech.